Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic Arena Cube draft. Remember, if you're liking the content that I am making currently, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it's going to help out with the channel being noticed. With that further and said and done, let's head on into our pack 1 pick 1. And there's not really much going on, honestly. There's an Entomb and a Persist, which I guess are the two cards which I'm looking at doing as my attempts at previous Reanimator hasn't gone so well. I've done a Time Twister before, so I'm not really too interested in that at this stage, so I think I might just take a Persist. It's unlikely that Entomb is going to come back around, but we can cross our fingers and hope. And I guess what else we're looking at? Maybe a Palantir, possibly, if the opponent decides to mill instead of draw. And maybe the Gloom Lake Verge, or even a Consider for the Surveil. But I think I'm going to take a Persist and see if we can do some reanimation into what? Blood Crypt, maybe, or Oliphant as a possible early reanimate target with Persist. Those not the most exciting. I think I'm going to take a Blood Crypt over anything else. Tidebinder's also quite a nice one. Maybe Mystical Tutor. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the land. It's probably a bit safer instead of the Elephant. I feel like I can get better reanimation targets. Okay, so Tar Pit now. Or a Channel. Or Caryatid could be okay. But again, I think I'm probably just going to take the Tar Pit for some fixing instead of Channel. Okay, what have we got now? Is a Sheldock Isle or Faithless Looting. If we're going to do some reanimation, looting is probably good. As a way for discarding something. Quite a few black cards coming around. I guess the Raffine's Tower possibly if we were doing blue-black, but I think I'm going to take the Faithless Looting. And it's another draw, 7. And Deathrite, I don't think so. Like maybe I could take the Days Undoing if the reanimation line doesn't really pan out, or I could stick with some black cards instead. They're okay black cards, I suppose. Guess Graveyard Trespasser could be an okay one against the mirror or something. So I guess I'll take Graveyard Trespasser with some black. Okay, there's a Goban now with blue, or the Epicure for, again, discard. Or even actually Copter might be pretty good for discarding. Could be better than the Epicure and the Goban. So yeah, maybe actually take Copter here. And I've got a Blazemire Verge, or an Iron Shield Elf actually might be quite nice. A nice discard outlet. Though Harvester again is a bit of removal as well as a possible reanimate target, but I think I take the 2-drop. That also can crew the Copter early. Okay, we've got a Blood Tithe Harvester. Go for the Throat. So it looks like black red might be better than black blue based on what's coming around. So I could just take Harvester again as a way to discard for the blood token. Robber. Okay, so this was my pack, so I don't think there was any. I guess this was the Entombs. The Entombs not come back. I guess I could take a 2-drop or the Boots. Actually, maybe Multiversal Passage is probably better, because again, I might not be running the Tar Pit, so I might just take Multiversal Passage just for some fixing. Okay, there's an Anya's Ravager. I think I might just take some black removal, even though it's not proper removal, though there are some cards, some creatures that sort of rely on sacrificing as instead of being targeted. Nothing really in here, I guess. Steel Seraph, probably not. I guess I'll take the land for possible reasons of splashing one of those other colours. Okay, Bronco might be okay now. Again, it's a 2-drop. The Days Undoing. Well, there's Culligan's Command. So it looks like black-red is definitely open. Pillage maybe if I do want green, but I don't think so. And Athalia. Okay, so we've got in pack number 2 a VV. Tameo also. Or even Thirst as a discard, those in blue. Honestly, VV is probably too good to pass up on, I reckon. I guess there's Watery Grave. Again, Tameo being blue-green, I don't think so. Suplex and Heartless Act is also fine, but we did get a black removal on the wheel, so maybe Chandra might be better than the VV because of the blue. Nah, VV is just so good though. I think I'm gonna maybe risk taking the VV. Maybe the reanimate strategy just doesn't work out, and VV might be a kind of nice win con. So yeah, maybe Tar Pit. Okay, what do we got now? Overlord. Okay, there's an Overlord. Steam Vents. Generous Plunderer. And Expressive Iteration. There's actually quite a few in this pack that might wheel, but I guess I'll take the Overlord. Again, still trying to hope that we can do the reanimate stuff and can target it with Persist. So I guess I'll take the Overlord. Talisman, Deluge, Triome. I don't think I want the Triome, though it is black-blue, so maybe actually that's probably better. Again, I don't think I want Talisman just to try and find something. Again, I'm not really doing combo, and the reanimate strat is not really that deep for me to want to take that. So actually maybe just taking a blue-black land. Khan is possibly also a possibility, but I think I'll take the blue-black land. Okay, Primus. Primus, not great with Persist, but it might still be an okay pick if we can get some other way of getting it out. Again, there's nothing really in this pack that I would want. Like Concealed Curtains is an okay early blocker against aggro. Underground Mortuary for blue possibly, but that might wheel. So I'll take Primus, though I'm not too sure if I'm going to run it. Okay, Damnation might be something to consider against the aggressive decks or Mind Collapse, or even just Night's Whisper. I guess I'll take the black cards. Yeah, this pack is pretty unexciting. It's either that or maybe Night's Whisper or Talisman for VV. Actually, I might take the Talisman for the blue VV fixing. Okay, Echo, Infernal, Dark Slick, Shores. Don't think I want to Echo. Might just be Dark Slick Shores. These packs have been pretty unexciting. I think I just take a land. I would like the Echo, but I don't really have anything to go with it. Okay, Consult might be an okay one now. Prime Time, not really what I'm looking for. I think I'll just take a Consult. Loot, possibly. There's a bit of green coming around now, but I guess Loot, if I do then have the Adartha for green, then I might want to then have Pillage as well. Better than anything else, I think, so I guess I'll take the Loot. Okay, the Chandra came back around. Again, it's probably better than anything else. So it looks like I might be doing some kind of Grixis stuff. Not great. Okay, Pillage. Or the Triome for red, blue, and then green. If I do run the Loot instead of the Plunderer. This deck is not looking good. Where is my reanimate target? Okay, I guess I take Talisman now, as it's black and the only colour that I would want from that pack. Okay, so do I want this then as well now? The Pillage to try and find something? I feel like either someone else is doing the reanimation decks, or they're just not being open. I don't know. I think maybe because someone took the Entomb, they might be, but it's hard to say. I guess even Recurring Nightmare would be a possibility with some early creatures that I've got. Yeah, there was also that 1 mana red creature, 1/1 that creates a blood token which didn't wheel, and again I think that's probably going to fit more in line of with a reanimate instead of aggro, so maybe someone else is aggroing. I don't think I want green, but maybe I might have to consider doing green. I guess I'll take that as an early play. Tolarian Academy. Well, not quite. I guess I could just take Triplicate because I don't really have any other decent targets for the Persist. And again, it's I guess quite nice when it dies, as you do get some 3/3/3s. What else are we looking at? Deep Cavern Bat might be okay. Possibly Lauren Revealed, as that can grab Ketria and Zagoth's Triome. But I think I take a Triplicate as a nice kind of target for reanimate. And what else have we got? Recurring Night, Animate Dead. Okay, so either the next 2 people next to me are not reanimating, or these are the first time that's been opened, and I think I'd probably take Animate Dead over Recurring Nightmare. Like, I think Recurring Nightmare, I guess, can be okay in my deck with like Mobilize, but I think I just take the Animate Dead, as that doesn't require creatures on the board. Okay, there's an Burial Rites or Mox Diamond for fixing. And my lands they do white, so I could technically take the Burial Rites and get a couple of casts from it. I kind of just feel like there's someone else that I'm battling against with reanimate, so I'm going to take this reanimate and try not push my chances of it wheeling. As an Emperor of Bones, so maybe no one is actually reanimating, so Emperor of Bones is quite a nice one, or even Dorothy Voidwalker, honestly. But I think I take the Emperor of Bones again, trying to do more reanimate. Him would have been a good one. What else? Yeah, Dorothy Voidwalker is pretty good, but actually it might even wheel because it being double black, so I think I'll take the Emperor. Tragic could be okay one. Actually, Sin might be a worth considering. If we're doing reanimate, maybe take the Sin. Though obviously I can't persist on it, but I can animate Dead. And if it hits actually Animate Dead as a permanent, that can then get something back. So I think actually maybe the Sin might be worth taking. Could be interesting. Okay, Talisman or Thornspire Verge or another target for reanimate. You could just take the Croxer or maybe the Inti for some discard. Okay, so I might not actually be looking at blue now. I might not need the loot. Helix might be a possibility that's white, but I think I'd probably take the Inti and Volk Island or Coalition Relic. I guess actually if I take the Volcanic Island again, I can maybe still have the blue colours. So yeah, maybe take it's essentially the free blue at the end of the day. I don't think I want Coalition Relic though, is good for ramp. Again, I think I'm just going to take the fixing. Virtues is okay. Well, okay, Atraxa. Oh god, yeah. I think I might be the only reanimating. Is that now better than the loot? Take the Atraxa. Yeah, I think I'll take the Atraxa now. Bat or Bone Shards. I guess take the Bone Shards as a way for discard. Is it the discard one? Sacrifice or discard, and again it's nice removal. Wow, so yeah, I think I must be the only person who's actually reanimating. So Recurring Nightmare, brilliant. I might not then need the Burial Rites. Ignoble Heart, don't think so, being green. I don't think I'm any of these. So red, green, white, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to be any of them. All the green coming back around now. Regrowth, possibly not. Okay, Tragic, Trajectory or Pentad. I guess some removal is fine. Pyromancer, again, that might be okay, Pyromancer, again, for just discarding stuff. Okay, I think I do have quite a good looking deck here. I just need to refine it a bit more. Look at the cards I definitely don't need. Okay. Creatures. Okay, do I just stick then with blue-black and take out the blue that I don't need? And again, I probably don't want this loot, honestly. And again, do I want Burial Rites as I have animate dead, persist, recurring, so I probably can get rid of the unburial rights. Probably actually don't want the VV anymore now that I've got quite a few early creatures. The Bronco might be a bit of a risky one to play because of the high cost creatures that I've got. Again, I think I'll keep the Stadium Headliner just because of maybe the Mobilize and the Recurring Nightmare, and the Pyromancer I definitely want to keep because of the Elementals, again, can be fodder for the Recurring Nightmare. Sheoldred's Edict, Talisman. Don't know if I want Talisman, though it does have red I can ramp up to. Overlord is, again, is a good one to keep, as it's going to be probably cast on like turn 2, really. Okay, the Sin, another read. When Sin enters or attacks, exile permanent card from your graveyard at random and then create a tapped token, and that's a copy of that card. And if the exile is a land, repeat it. So yeah, I think basically pretty much all of my cards, apart from a couple, I guess, spells, instants or sorceries are permanent. So yeah, I can hit the animate dead, that makes a copy of it, which I can then get something else back. So I think that's probably worth running the Sin. Primus. Do I want to run the Primus? Because I think I might have to go with 17 lands, and I guess the Primus is a little bit awkward, possibly. Like, I'm never going to cast it. But again, it's probably one of the higher costed creatures that I can actually target with Persist. And again, if you've got, I guess, the Animate Dead on it and the Animate Dead dies, it's going to come back. So I guess I keep the Primus. So then do I want Triplicate? Again, I think I probably can keep the Triplicate. Maybe Trajectory or Pillage, I guess, because that's the green card. So yeah, actually that's probably better. Though I probably still want to run the lands which can tap for, I guess, green and blue in case I need to hard cast the Sin. And didn't have any fetches though, did I? So maybe I actually don't. So I guess I can run Underground Mortuary again for a Surveil Blood Crypt Passage. Red, blue, green. Tar Pit, Dark Slick Shores. And I guess Volcanic Island again for the blue, as it's essentially a free it's a free land, like colour attached to a mountain. So yeah, maybe I run the Zagoth, but then not the Adartha, though it does have white. So maybe, but then no, the Adartha Triumph seems so bad though for me to want to run it. So maybe I can still just run it and then go cycle if need be, and don't need any of the plains, and I don't think I want any forests either. So then just add in some swamps, which I've got. So what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 swamps. 5, 6, 7, 8 mountains. So I probably want to go up a mountain instead of a swamp. So then that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 swamps, 6, 7, 8, 9 mountains, and then everything else I don't really care. It's actually, maybe I don't want tar pits or dark slick shores, as the only blue I've got. So actually maybe tar pit, dark slick shores, again not worth it because I can get the blue from the triome and the multiversal passage. Again, not hoping to be casting these, I'm just meant to be reanimating, but again I'll still have the blue anyway. So then actually maybe I can go 1, 2 instead now. So that's again 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was that right? 4, 5. So actually might want to go 5, 6. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swamp 6, 7, 8, 9. And then everything else. So yeah, let's run it like that. And just have a quick last look. Anything? Don't think I want the VV now. So yeah, let's stick with the blue. Sorry, stick with Rakdos colors and hope to at least get to discard with Copter and I guess the blood tokens and the inties. And hopefully we don't exile big fatties off the intie, but I think it's probably still worth running. So yeah, that's the reanimate deck. Hopefully we can get a few wins with this, more so than the other reanimate decks I have done in the past. But yeah, I think I'm confidently thinking this is going to get at least 3 to 4 wins. So yeah, let's head on into our game 1 and see how the deck does. See you there. Okay, here we are for our game number 1. And our reanimate deck. Okay, so I've got a persist talisman and a seasoned pyromancer. It's not the most exciting, but maybe the seasoned pyromancer can help me discard something if I draw a fatty in the next 1 or 2 turns. So I think it's an okay keep. Playing against a loot tree and a watery grave. There we go. So we have a game plan. Well, I guess actually persist isn't great with Atraxa, but is probably still the card I would need to discard anyway. So I guess turn 2 talisman into pyromancer. Okay, maybe we can draw a Woodfall Primus. We don't. Okay. So do I want to Graveyard Trespasser or Seasoned Pyromancer? I guess I'll Trespasser because I don't need to really discard. Well, I need to obviously discard the Atraxa and something else. And they've also got blacks. They could also be reanimate, but they've cast a Trinket Mage, so they got themselves a Mana Vault. Okay, I guess I'll just... Do I actually want to get Chandra down and minus on the Trinket Mage? I guess I will just Trespasser, tap land and say go. So what big things are they going to be casting next turn is the worrying thing. So I still might have to Pyromancer. Just to try and find something, though I guess next turn Chandra can just be okay and minus on something. Okay, they've gone for a Golos instead. Into Workshop. Oof, okay. Don't know. I think I might just I guess I could just pass and flip, but that doesn't seem good. So I think I'm just gonna Chandra. I guess I can uptick Pyromancer, discard land and Atraxa. Recurring Nightmare. Okay, so now we've got a plan. So we need to survive one more turn, and hopefully they don't have any graveyard hate. So I can Recurring Nightmare, and I've got multiple targets for it. So as long as I guess the Recurring Nightmare doesn't get cancelled, though I can Coligan their Tireless Pilgrim, a Golos, and 2 damage to Trinket Mage, maybe? Think just chumping. Actually I don't need. I think, yeah, I'll let Chandra take the 3 damage, that's fine. Into Dark Ritual, into Sundering Titan, gotcha. Well, that's okay. Guess I'm going to lose 2 lands, they're going to lose nothing. Oh, yes, 1, okay. And Undercity Sewers, sure. So I guess I'll just add mana and Recurring Nightmare. Get an Atraxa, guess Animate Dead, Sorcery, Land. Actually, I haven't played a land today now because I might as well get back Mountain and guess Triplicate or Primus is probably okay. Artifact, sure. So can Mountain. Kind of want to kill. This is when enters all leaves, okay. Guess I can recur. No. I'm trying to think if I could kill the Titan, but I guess I can. No, I can't do that either. I'm trying to weigh if there's a way to eat the Titan without it killing. I guess Faithless Looting is probably still fine. Discard, I guess, Primus and Triplicate. And I guess I Animate Dead my Primus. Kind of want to get rid of the green. Or the workshop. I'll kill the workshop. And just pass. So if they get rid of the Animate Dead now, the Primus will still come back, which is good. Guess I could still chump and then get it back or kill both. No, I'm just gonna chump and then maybe kill a land. Let's kill their green source. So then if Titan dies, they'll have to blow up their island. So actually maybe that's kind of worth it. So do I want to attack trade with the Strix? Probably not. Guess I'll artifact 2 damage, so artifact 2 damage. I'm going to lose my red source, my mountain, but that's fine. Then I can maybe add I think, yeah, having the Chandra rounds definitely helping there. Could have got back, guess, triplicate, seasoned pyromancer, and attacked basically with all of them pretty much, with getting a recurring nightmare. So yeah, I think I was doing okay there, even though my lands are gone, but I had a feeling that maybe they were going to struggle more than what I did. But anyway, that was a pretty good showcase of the deck. So let's go on to round number 2. Okay, let's head on into our second game. And I am first. I guess this is an okay, though not most exciting. I guess I can maybe loot with Pyromancer if I draw something, or if I can kill something of theirs. Okay, do I want to just play Mountain? I guess I'll just play Mountain and the Stadium Headliner. Though, I feel like this deck, well, this hand could fold pretty easily if I don't draw something. Okay, so we now got a Harvester. So maybe I can discard something with the blood token now to try and find a fatty to reanimate. So Creeping Tar Pit and Mox Diamond. The discarded island into Talisman. Okay, so could they be some kind of Grixis control, or are they actually like blue artifacts? As they discarded an island. So I guess ideally it would be, I was going to say, it would have been good to have gotten a Woodfall Primus to blow up their Tar Pit. I guess I can just get an Emperor of Bones down. I guess I'll exile their land for the sake of what it's worth. Though this is quite a bit of early pressure, so you never know, it might be enough to kind of get there depending on how fast they are. And I might just say, do I want to depending on what I draw next turn, I might actually just want to discard. So X is 2, I can't adapt, sure. Into Black Lotus. Well, okay, have they got something for the Lotus? So they kept a 1-lander, how lucky. Then maybe I can Bone Shards something and then reanimate it back. Sure. Well, hopefully I hold to the animate note. Well, a little bit awkward. And a land. I guess I discard the land at this point into Iron Shield Elf. Well, now that they've used Toxic, hopefully they don't have any other minus X abilities. to watery grave. Have they got there and reanimate themselves? No, just they were hovering over my graveyard. So I guess I'm going to have to hold on to any lands going forward for discard fodder for the elf. Again, I think I'm probably going to hold on to the talisman, suppose. I guess, yeah, I think at this stage I'm probably going to hold on to it for discard and maybe just hope that the elf can get there. Though it is a 3-turn clock. A little bit unfortunate that my animate dead got discarded. So the question is, have they got any creatures that they're going to discard? Otherwise they're discarding 2. So they don't, okay. So discard an island and a daze. And a chrome host seed shark, sure. Well, I guess I am probably killing that. Just to, again, try and finish them off as quickly as possible. So that them not discarding it must mean that they're struggling to have removal for the shield elf. I'm not too sure. So maybe they'll activate Tar Pit for a blocker. Into a Healy. So they got a way to trigger it immediately, probably. Ah, that Mind Twist was pretty brutal, honestly. I guess, what are we looking for now? Inti is pretty good, actually. And I'm just going to go face. I think I will actually discard. Just to put a counter. I think it gives it trample as well, doesn't it? Yeah, so now the blocks from the Sahili aren't going to do too well now. Consult. Sure, so again, if they don't have that block, they're still taking 3. Okay, well, they didn't. Well, shields down, as they say. Pun intended, I suppose. To Robber, which doesn't do much here. And then Creeping Tar Pit. Oh, they're just dead, aren't they? So yeah, they have to counter this. Otherwise, they are exactly dead. Yep. Well, my hand did get eaten pretty bad with the all the discard, but got there in the end. Kind of drew better than I guess I did at the start there, and I was able to apply that little bit too much pressure with the other creatures that I did have. So no reanimating, but got there in the end with the creatures I had. So let's go on to the next. I am on the draw with an okay hand. So I guess turn 1 looting into a triplicate on Animate Dead, I suppose. So yeah, this is an okay hand. Into Dragon Rage Channeler and to Mox Ruby. And a cover to duel. Okay, So yeah, I guess I'm discarding triplicate. And I guess I don't need multiversal passage anymore. There is a blue source, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. So yeah, just discard triplicate land. So do we see blue? We do see blue. Okay, so maybe I will underground mortuary and could they have days? I guess it's a way to get around days, so I guess I'll just tragic trajectory, or do I want to just inti? Let's just inti, I think. It's gonna maybe play around days, but I thought actually maybe play the 2-drop instead. Again, that's another way of discarding something, unless it's just being eaten by a galvanic charge. Is that a discharge? Sure. And they kept whatever was on top, so they did it before they cracked the tarn. So that'll be 2 in the graveyard. This might be a little bit hard to... Well, they've spent their blue, but they haven't played a land yet. Well, maybe I should have trajectoried last turn now instead. Now I can't kill it. Then spell bomb. Yep, okay, spell bomb. Which is blue to bounce, isn't it? Yeah. Instant land. I guess I can recurring nightmare possibly then, I think now. And then if I do get something back with animate, then I can maybe sacrifice and activate it immediately. Because obviously they're gonna have to hold. Well, I've got another blue source into a VV of their own, into Petal, sure. Well, I might be a bit too slow, so we'll have to see. Ooh, Atraxa. Well, I think I still probably have to animate dead the triplicate. And maybe next turn I can... So yeah, I think going to triplicate. Oh, have they got us remand? It's back to hand, and I don't have any other black sources, untapped black sources. Am I just going to be 1 turn too late with the... yeah, I needed that tap lat. See the black source, so I should have kept the multiversal passage, I suppose. So I'm probably just dead next turn. Ah, so unfortunate. So yeah, maybe the mistake was discarding the passage, otherwise I would have been alright. So they got another point of damage on me. They got like a bolt or something. Stadium headliner. Well, need to go for it again, so unless I faithless into Atraxa. No, I think I probably still need to triplicate, but have a feeling they've got something. No, okay. Then I can... Oh, actually, maybe what I should have done was faithless first. Animate on the triplicate. Though I think I could kill the VV with this. Because void is something which I can't remember. I think it's something I have to go into a graveyard, so I guess I can get the Inti back maybe. sure void is if something's gone to your graveyard, is that right? Like I could be wrong, but I think it's how it works unless I recurring nightmare. Oh, actually I may need to have to kill the flyer, don't I? I think void has been triggered because of the highlight, but I can't remember the exact word for word for what it is. So yeah, I think I have to kill the flyer because they're going to bounce the 3/3. I guess I'll play 2/2 and just hope they don't have spells, so now they're just drawing. So I need 2 non-creature spells, but it's probably likely that yeah, I'm just going to die. I'm just a bit too slow. That remand and the untapped, missing the untapped black sorcerer is probably what's going to do it for me. Now, have they got a redraw, like upheaval on everyone? Sure. So down to 1, and they can just recast and cast the Moxons instead. Yeah. So unfortunate. Yeah, I think my mistake was definitely discard. Well, also drawing, I guess, all the red source and the tapped black source, but again, I'm trying to think if I would even still have won, I would have been 2 life down. But then maybe would have been able to get the triplicate a turn sooner. And then maybe a Traxxer. So hard to know whether having an untapped black source would have actually allowed me to win that. But yeah, a little bit frustrating that one was. Okay, so I am first. Again, I think this is fine. Turn 2 Overlord. I guess annoyingly with the Overlord is that you have to pick it. You can't not take anything. I still think it's probably worth doing it on turn 2 because maybe I hit a couple of creatures. So I guess that's the idea, is to mill couple of creatures and I can leave the larger of the 2 in the graveyard. So Inti, I guess Inti's okay as a way for discarding the Primus, but it's a little bit slow. So I guess Faithless Looting. Hey, what do you know? So Faithless Looting. They do have white. Recurring Nightmare, so I guess Primus and Mountain, and I think I'm gonna run out the Inti, and if they've got like a counter removal, maybe they'll have removal for that instead. So yeah, I think them leaving up 2 mana was a little bit too telling of something, so I think I'm just gonna pass. Into a smuggler's copter. Okay, well, I guess looting again, possibly. Or do I Inti? I'm kind of a bit scared that I'm gonna discard something, so I actually might just copter and attack, but then just don't discard anything. Because no, they've definitely got something, and I'm just... I don't think I'm going to discard because I don't need to discard anything at this stage. I don't want to exile anything unintentionally, so I'm just going to do this, and again, hold up Edict if they do anything. Again, the Overlord is going to come off in a couple of turns also. Looks like there could be 5 colour: red, black, white, green, blue. Into a lush portico. Do they bin anything? Maybe they bin something that I can target with my animate dead. No. Left it on top. Well, I guess I can copter down, and they're going to do a cut down, sure. Again, still leaving up blue. Seasoned Pyromancer. Well, I guess I should just go for it, and if they've got a counter, they've got a counter. Not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Yeah. Into dress, sure. Well, there goes my recurring nightmare, annoyingly. So I've got persist still in the graveyard. Sorry, persist somewhere in the deck that I can maybe get for the Primus. Though, obviously, it's only going to have 1 trigger with it. Into a multiversal passage. Even more counters. Into a triplicate. And I'll get rid of the triplicate. The question is, do I want to wait? And I think I'm not going to cast the Emperor of Bones until next turn, so I can get the trigger. And then it's going to get lost, that's sure. So yeah. I'm going to wait for the Emperor and then immediately adapt, and then get the... It makes a copy, or was it... Oh, it's a finality counter, so it won't come back. So does the finality counter... If opponent so it's not going to get a trigger on the triplicate, so I guess it's probably still better just to get Primus and get rid of... I guess the blue... Sin. Sure. They got another counter? No, okay. Again, I think I'm gonna get where are we? Primus. And then activate. And again, I think I'm going to blow up their blue source. A little bit of pain with, again, going up against another deck that's good against me, but not much else I can do. Have a read of this. Whenever one or more counters are put on, so actually maybe I should hold on to these, because then I can put a counter on the Emperor of Bones with the maps if I get lucky with my draws. So that might be a way to get some more creatures back. I guess Overlord might be one to go for. Well, they had another blue source, but not much I can do about that. They are down to 8 into Echo. Sure. You still get to draw 1 card as well, so that's fine. Recurring Nightmare, nice. Now they played a land, so I don't have any. So if I draw a fatty to discard, I don't. So I might need to map into something. I guess I do Pyromancer so I can attack into him. Bone Shards. I don't think I want that, actually. I'm going to get rid of the Bone Shards. Into Chandra. Okay, maybe Chandra's worth keeping. And again, it's probably worth attacking with this because then he has to block. So yeah, I don't have to draw and discard. Down to 1. Well, I'll play out the Recurring Nightmare. Is this good enough? I guess the Chandra is a technically lethal as well. So they've got to deal with the board as well as the Planeswalker next turn. Which they could do, I suppose, if they were 1, 2, 3, 4. They could have Wrath or Damnation and then a counter. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So yeah, they're not technically dead if they do have a couple of spells. Though guessing it's not too obvious for them if they're thinking this hard about it. Though I can exile the Pyromancer as well to get some 1/1s to crew for the Copter. Though obviously I wouldn't be able to do Chandra and the Pyromancer together in the same turn. Trying to think what would kill me. I guess even Crabomination wouldn't even be that good, I suppose. I guess they would either hit the Chandra or, well, Bone Shards, though, doesn't it? Yeah, so it would just be 2 cards from me. Days Undoing, sure. Well, I've got the China. Obviously didn't draw anything. Oh, that was a little bit risky there. Didn't think I was going to get there in the end, but thankfully, I guess actually maybe the exile on the Echoes with the Emperor of Bones was maybe a little bit unexpected, though I actually did forget as well myself that it could exile anything but anything from your opponent's graveyard or your own, so maybe they were hoping on the Echo as well to try and find them something. But yeah, let's go on to the next. Okay, I am first with a reasonable creature hand, just some red-black creatures. So again, maybe I can get some early pressure on with the headliner into the Harvester. So yeah, not going to mulligan that, I don't think. Like, not too amazing, but nice 1, 2, 3, 4 curve. And we're playing against a white and a mana crypt. Okay. Well, I don't have any more colour, So maybe they messed up. Maybe they needed the crypt for the soul ring, unless they've got... They're just going to cycle a triome, sure. So maybe they messed up a little bit there. Into Urza's Bauble. Wow, okay. And animate dead. Can sacrifice this creature and it deals damage equal to the number of creatures. I'm probably never really going to be using that. So what do they know about my animate dead? Sure. Well, the gig's up, I suppose, but again, Graveyard Trespasser can start maybe eating their graveyard a little bit. Kind of feel like they could be like another draw 7 deck, possibly. But obviously that's just a guess. With them having white, they could have some removal. I guess there's quite a few in white. I don't think Wrath of God's in the queue, possibly, though obviously Damnation is, so maybe the white Wrath is. So yeah, there's the blue into Chromatic Star, but maybe I kind of feel like these are possibly like Kappa. Maybe they've got like a Kappa in their deck somewhere. Well, they didn't add black, so not Esper, so no black board wipes to worry about. By the looks of things, anyway. I think Graveyard Trespasser might be okay if they don't also cast anything on the next turn. Monolith. Yeah, maybe these are... I think this person is definitely got... well, I guess I will attack first and see what they do, because again the crypt can maybe burn them out a little bit also, because it is 3 damage a turn, so we shall see if maybe they want to remove one of these creatures to slow things down. They're definitely hesitating about it though. They could have maybe a Hull Breacher. I guess it's still worth just trying to get as much damage in as possible because of the mana crypt. So even if they flash something out here and they get to eat a creature, I'm not too fussed. Down to 10. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Graveyard Trespasser. And again, I don't mind this getting countered. And I guess I'll just eat a Chromatic Star. So then that would be 8 damage next turn, so if they lose the flip, they could technically die. Oh, it's Ophelia that they've got. Well, I guess they allows them to use the monolith each turn. So does this cast you to sacrifice? Yeah, if Aura leaves, it casts to sacrifice it. So if they flicker the animate dead, the triplicate Titan will still trigger. Though I guess flickering the animate dead is not the most intelligent thing to do, I suppose. So yeah, they are on 7, so I'm assuming they're not attacking. So yeah, 6, 7, 8. So block a 2/3, take 5 down to 2, then they possibly lose to the crypt. So I think they need something more than just Ophelia at this point. Actually, have they actually won any of the Mana Crypt flips? I'm not too sure. It's definitely, I think I've definitely lost at least 6 damage from it so far. Well, you better hurry up, opponent, because your turn is about to pass, and... Oh, no, there we go. They passed. They're attacking. Not attacking. They are attacking. And now they're going to flicker. So they're going to flicker my Trespasser just to get 2 damage in. And so they're discarding what? So they want to discard something, maybe? They got like an Echo they want to discard, though. Yes, Echo, double blue, no. Workshop. Okay. Have they got containment? Oh, they got containment priest, haven't they? Yeah, they absolutely have containment priest. So I need to draw a land for Chandra to minus on the containment priest, otherwise... Because that seems the only logical reason would be... What? I'm so confused. Why flick... Why attack just to get 2 damage and to discard a card and copy a Soul Ring? Because they don't have any coloured mana anymore. Into Tezzeret, untap Monolith, I presume. Though I suppose they can untap the Philia. Though didn't have enough time, so I guess I will just eat. Yeah. I'm not too sure exactly what they were trying to do, but whatever it was, I'm not sure if that was really the correct route. But anyway, not going to complain. Oh, let's go on to the next one. Okay, let's see what we've got. So we are on the draw. And again, another 1, 2, 3 curve, though I do need another red source. Though being on the draw, that might mean that the hand is a little bit weak, but we will see. Looks like the opponent has also taken a mulligan to Faithless Looting. I think I'm probably still going to get a 1 drop down again to maybe try and get some early pressure going on. But if I don't find a second red source, then obviously we'll need to loot away something. They've played a Plains and Confluence. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to discard anything because I don't want to exile something that I don't need to, as I won't be able to cast it anyway. And the opponent has got an Ademi. Well, I guess I probably should make them sacrifice the Ademi. So sacrifice non-token creature. Into a Flage. Yep. It's a good one. That's still a little ways off as that as yet. Into... Guess I could probably Faithless Looting, and then if I don't draw anything worthwhile, can then Pyromancer the next turn. So I think I'm going to loot. Whoa, good thing I did that. So red, yep, 2 lands and Inti. So Pyromancer next turn, or I might have to just Faithless Looting again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Yeah, okay. this might not be going so well. Probably still want to Inti and attack Elspeth. Discard. Guess another swamp. Into. Oh, that's. Well, that's gone forever, unfortunately.
Enough provocations.
Whoa, what is going on? Oh my god, I've just exiled 2 big creatures. That's the downside is with Inti, I suppose, but super unlucky there, that was. Into their own season, Pyromancer, yep. Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. I think I've got 16. Maybe was it 17? Yeah, this Elspeth is probably what's going to kill me. Well, I probably need to Graveyard Trespasser just to get rid of the Flage, but not great. So yeah, then the Cosmogrand is probably what's gonna kill me now. If they've got another 2 spells, they can just keep zeroing. Yeah, this is very, very much over, I think. The Elspeth 0 is what's gonna basically kill me, so that'll be 6, 10, 14 damage in the air, which I can't do about. I don't know what they're thinking about. I suppose they are on 7, but unless they're gonna keep back some of the tokens. Down to 9. Yep. Ah, gosh. 10 lands. Okay, so I attack, I eat, stadium. I go to 4. I put a counter on the Pyromancer. So even if they block 1, still nothing. Eat the I think I've got a Demi, sure, discard this. This is probably where I exile Atraxa. Smuggler's Copter. Block, 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 sure. So I can 2 damage and make them discard, suppose is what I should be doing. Or if I get back creature, guess I'll make them discard, so it's 2 discard and 2. Robber of the Rich, so that would have probably killed me. So if there's got something else hasty, I'm technically not dead. No, I'm dead, oh, exactly, yeah. For some reason I thought I had an extra turn, but Wouldn't have mattered, yeah. What was it? I guess this is the Elspeth, basically, which kind of killed me there. Not much else to say there, and other than it flooding out quite dramatically at the start there. So, yeah, let's just go on to the next one. Okay, here we go to the next game, coming with 2 losses, 4 wins. So, hoping to get at least 1 more win, I would say, with the deck. Okay, I am on the draw with an okay hand. Faithless looting into possibly something I can discard to animate back. We're against a Boros deck. So hopefully we could draw something other than lands. Guess I can get rid of Inti and a land, I think. I'm probably going to have to trajectory next turn the courier. Though I suppose actually... Okay, well, hopefully they don't hit anything fat off mine. That and of course they hit the triplicate of the next turn. And I draw an Atraxa, which is not great. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just have to, I guess, Emperor as a blocker, and I guess hope that it survives. But Boros has probably got a lot of burn that they can kill me with, even with 1 mana. Well, they didn't cast anything off of it, so hopefully they don't. But we shall see. But I think I'm probably going to have to do Faithless Looting, discard the Atraxa, animate back, and then just hope that's good enough. Into a Dartha. Honestly, I think even killing the courier is probably... I think I'm going to have to looting though to try and get this Atraxa in the graveyard. Yep, okay, Atraxa, and I guess I don't want any of these tap lands either now. So I guess the Darth is probably the one to get rid of. But Ragavan's probably going to hit me again. And they are dashing by the looks of it, okay. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to trajectory the courier. Oh, they can make me discard, but we're not quite good to discard, so they might just do 2 damage to me. Though I do just have a Triumph to discard to. But again, it's probably a bit risky from their point of view to make me discard something. Sure. Again, if I had a big fat creature in my hand, it's just so risky, isn't it? Like, why would you do that? And a bounce. Okay, well, let's animate dead the Atraxa. And I've got Recurring Nightmare, Chandra, and Trespasser. So I guess creature, instant, enchantment, planeswalker, I don't think I want the underground sea. I might just take a swamp. So is that best creature to take? Unless I actually take a blood tithe harvester as another blocker. Though actually I think casting the copter is probably fine. Yeah, I think maybe like some life gain is probably okay. And I think I will trajectory because they might not have a particularly good hand. And especially got 4 cards underneath it now, so if they want to discard the Ragavan, they're going to have to. So if they want the cards under the courier, they're going to have to discard the Ragavan. So I'm assuming if they crack the courier, then their hand is probably bad, I suppose. So yeah, well, I haven't got to worry about the Ragavan anymore now. So they had Fiery Confluence, Nova, and Glorybringer. Sure, that kind of makes sense. So one hit with the Atraxa is probably game winning here. So I guess I will Trespasser pre-combat and exile a creature from their graveyard. And they had nothing. I guess maybe they had burn instead of like white exile stuff, so the Atraxa was probably just a little bit too big for them, so I was able to stabilize just in time. Right, so that's now 5 wins with this reanimate deck, so just one above my entry fee back, which is always good. So let's see how far we can continue on into the next round. So see you there. Well, the deck is doing okay. I thought it would be a fairly decent deck, but a little bit surprised. Well, I'm always a little bit surprised when I can get at least beyond 4, so anything from here on out is always unexpected and pretty grateful for. So I guess Zagoth on turn 1, and I guess I'll Overlord, though. Yeah, I guess I'll turn 2 Overlord's probably always good to just get online as quickly as possible. So turn 1 Soul Ring. So what are we going to see? We're going to see a 4-drop. We are going to see a Tireless Tracker. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to kill the Tracker here. I think it's just going to be too much raw card advantage versus me. Yeah, I think leaving that alone is probably not going to be too great, and I probably want to just get a second black source online. And then I guess Trespasser is probably a good one to get down instead of the Overlord. Like, maybe their hand isn't that great. It's like a good explosive start, but maybe they're after that they just don't have anything else, and they were just like hoping the Tracker would get them out. But I think still getting the Tracker dead is probably better, because it's going to be harder for me to get rid of, and they're just going to strip mine my Triome. You got it. So if they're strip mining, then they've probably got Ramanap or okay, this is, yep. Okay, well, you don't have to be that cocky opponent, so, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to come back from this, unfortunately. It's just too quick of a start, but Don't have to be that mean about it. Though that is cube, you can have these crazy explosive starts like this opponent does have. But again, I'm just thankful that I got as far as I did. So I'll be chumping. Then next turn I'll be chumping again, so... I'm not gonna... Yep, well, when you play the wrong land, then, yeah, you're not going to be winning. But anyway, I don't think I was winning that anyway. But anyway, good to have got as far as I did, though. Would have been nice to have at least had a bit of a game there, but I guess strip mine into strip mine, the only two lands you have, is probably going to be pretty difficult to come back from. But yeah, still happy with the deck overall. A little bit unfortunate at that one game where I think I exiled both Triplicate and Atraxa, wasn't it? And then that was the same game that I also just flooded out like more than half my lands. But anyway, that was the Reanimate deck, probably the best Reanimate deck that I've been able to put together so far. So yeah, it was quite enjoyable to at least get the Reanimate deck and Recurring Nightmare kind of pulled off a few turns. But yes, thank you again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.